I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Rams and the Panthers, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin here with Charles Davis as always. And CD, you look at the Rams in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of... of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. We see Carolina's offense getting set for their first possession here, and at quarterback, his second season with the Panthers, Sam Darnold. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. 16 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from the ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make it.
And right away, he lost the football. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd down and goal. Stafford, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gain to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 26. Darnold. Here's Fuller with a catch.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jack Rabbit Jenkins. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Flush to his ball, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Austin. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Play action. Stafford. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
On 4th down, Stafford. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And I'll tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys would get it at the 25. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. Here's Foreman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They run again with Foreman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Foreman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege, I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
About extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3, but in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And taken right on the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A 1st down throw, Darnold. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play action. It's Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. He's got the connection to Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Akers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On 2nd and goal, Stafford steps away, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. To throw is Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jackrabbit Jenkins. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points? They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Foreman. And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Do you remember in preseason when and now before the ball changes hands,
play is under review.
So after review of the play, ruling on the field, the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board. Here's Austin.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So
he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Stafford. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing again is Stafford. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown LA. Noah Fant, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, flat, and the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Aaron Donald, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Darnold on 1st down. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. On the move past the 40. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. 13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Throwing here, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's got it. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. Fourth and goal. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made this.
I'm the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold.